Welcome children. Standard 6 Subject General Science. Chapter number 6 Substances in Daily Use. Part 1. Now, in this video we are going to study about all the substances and objects that we are using in our day-to-day life, and we will also study what they have been made up of. Can you recall which three objects do you see in the picture? Student, we can see chair, table and cupboard. How did you identify them? We can identify them by the properties of the objects. What material are they made up of? Chair is made up of wood, table is made up of plastic and cupboard is made up of metal. Can any one of this material be used to make all the three objects? Yes, all the three objects can be made from all these three materials. Chair can be made from plastic, wood or iron. Same way, cupboard also can be made from plastic, wood or iron. Now, substances and object. All the substances are made up of very small particles. Objects are made up of substances. Objects have a specific shape. Their parts have a specific arrangement by which we can identify them. A substance is made up of a small particle, but object is made up of substance and it has a specific shape. By this specific arrangement we can identify them. We use wood, plastic or steel to make a table, chair or a cupboard. These substances have the strength required to make these articles. Also, this substance can be given a desired shape. Desired shape means we can give the shape by our own which we like. It means that we consider the properties of substances to use them for making things. Objects are made up of substances. They have a specific shape. The parts have a specific arrangement. You can see here the picture: object made by wood, object made of cotton and object made of iron. Same substance or material can be used to make many objects. From cotton we can make clothes, fiber, thread, saris, handkerchiefs, mattresses, pillows, etc. Iron, construction steel, bars, griddle. Griddle means tawa. Parts of automobiles, electric poles, tables, cupboard, etc. From aluminium we can make kitchen utensil, electric cables, etc. By studying the properties of substances, we can select substances suitable for our purposes. Here there is more example. You can see from plastic we can make different objects, from metals and from wood. The substances in everyday use are of two main kinds: natural and man-made substances. Natural substances are divided into two groups, that is biotic and abiotic. Now, what is natural substance? The substances obtained from nature are called natural substances. Of this, the substances of the first group are obtained from living things. Substances obtained from living things are called biotic substances. That is, air, soil, water are substances that are not obtained from living things. They are called as abiotic substances. So, the substance obtained from living organism are called as a biotic substances, and the substances which are not obtained from living thing are called as abiotic substances. So here you can see biotic substances, living thing and abiotic. Biotic and abiotic. Biotic means living thing, abiotic means non-living thing. Examples are plant, animals, bacteria, fungus, non-living thing, water, soil, light, mineral and air. Biotic substances. Substances obtained from living thing are called biotic substances. The biotic substances are divided into two categories. Those obtained from animals are called substances of animals' origin. Example, milk, leather, lac, silk, wool, etc. And those from plants are called substances of plant origin. Example, cotton, jute, hemp, etc. Now, can you tell how are leather and wool different from jute and cotton? Leather and wool are obtained from animals and they are of animal origin, whereas jute and cotton are substances of plant origin. So they are plant origin. Do we find plastic, nylon, brass or cement in nature? No. These substances are man-made substances. Now, what is man-made substances? Naturally available substances are processed and from them new substances of human choice are made. These are called as a man-made substances. It is a human nature to strive for newer things and to try to make life more comfortable. As a result of his efforts, man not only learned to use natural substances but also began to process them to make a new substances. Several such substances are easier to use and can be made available in a plenty at a low cost. Therefore, these substances came to be used on a large scale. There are a great many such man-made substances in use today. For example, soil is used for making bricks, earthen pots, utensils, etc. Cotton fiber is processed with certain chemicals to make various fabrics of a different texture. So the man-made substances example are raincoat, school bag, book, cover, TV set, refrigerator, thermocol, all these are the man-made substances. For construction, bricks, cement, concrete, clay tiles, plastic, writing material like pen, pencil made from plastic and metal, paper and notebook, etc. Fiber, yarn, thread, nylon and rayon are the example of man-made substances. We can use many natural material by working with them, change them into man-made substances. Oil naturally being changed into plastic. Oil is a natural substance but it is changed into plastic by man-made. Sand being heated and made into glass by man-made. Sand is a natural substance. The silicon chip inside this computer is made from sand. Wood being made into paper by man. Oil naturally being made into nylon, that is man-made substances. Newly substances produced by processing naturally available substances are called as a man-made substances. Earlier, earlish or capes made of grass or sackcloth were used for protection from rain. You can see in the picture how the man and woman is protecting themselves from rain. Then cloth umbrellas came into use. Nowadays, the raincoat, school bags and the book cover you use can all be made from plastic. Nowadays, the raincoat, school bag and the book covers you use can all be made from plastic. Delicate articles, perishable fruits, etc. require packing. To pack TV set, refrigerator, etc., big cartoons and thermocol are being used. All these are man-made substances. These substances are waterproof or water resistant, lightweight and easy to transport. That is why they are being used increasingly. These packaging material are man-made substances. Now, here the table you can see substances in daily use. Natural and man-made. Natural, that is abiotic and biotic. And man-made is plastic. In biotic you can see plant origin and animal origin. From plant we are getting jute, cotton. From animal, leather. Examples of man-made substances. Area of use, construction. Natural substances used are bamboo, stone, soil, wood, coconut fronds and lime. Man-made substances used are bricks, cement, concrete, galvanized sheet, clay tiles, plastic, asbestos sheets. Writing material. Natural material used were tree bark, leaves, bhurjapatra, pen made from reeds, dhulpataya, stone slate, stone walls in caves, soil and colors made from plants. Man-made substances are pens, pencils made from plastic and metal, paper, notebook, etc. Threads, fiber, yarn. Natural substances are cotton, silk and wool. Man-made substances are nylon and rayon. Glass can be made from sand and calcium carbonate. However, sand and calcium carbonate cannot be obtained again from glass. So, these changes are called irreversible changes. You must have observed green chilies or tomato turning red after some time. Have you ever seen or heard of red tomatoes becoming green again? Made substances, the properties of the constituents undergo a change. This change occurs due to certain chemical reaction. These changes in the properties are permanent. That is, the original constituent substances cannot be obtained again from the new substances. Such changes are called as irreversible changes. Irreversible changes. And irreversible changes is a permanent changes that cannot be undone. For example, baking a cake, metal rusting, frying an egg, burning a paper, mixing cement. Reversible changes. A reversible change is a change that can be undone or reversed. When chocolate is warmed, it melts and turns into a liquid. It can be turned back into a solid again by cooling. Like orange juice can be frozen to form a solid, icy. When it melts, it becomes liquid again. When candle wax is heated, it becomes liquid, and as it cools, it becomes a solid again. So this is called as a reversible changes. Production of substances. Rubber. Rubber is of two types, natural and artificial. Natural rubber is obtained from the gum or sap of trees. This is called latex. Rubber has a peculiar odor and it is white in color. Vulcanization of rubber. In this process, rubber is heated with sulfur for 3 to 4 hours to give the hardness to the rubber. The sulfur is mixed in it. The proportion of sulfur in the mixture is determined by the purpose for which the rubber will be used. In eraser, rubber ball, toys have varying proportion of sulfur in them. In rubber band, the proportion of sulfur is very less. Uses car tires, flexible rubber toys, paint, shoe soles, rubber gloves, tubes and hoses. In our next video, we are going to study about how paper is being manufactured and synthetic fibers.